playing of our national anthem. As we will take a quick timeout, we'll come back. We'll have the Grassmasters Field Condition Report. That's coming up right after this here on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
Remember all the men and women that have given their lives both here and abroad so that we may continue to enjoy the freedoms we possess. Ladies and gentlemen, the Star-Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, if I may introduce your officials assigned to tonight's game. The referee is Mr. John O'Brien of Glendive, Montana. The umpire is Corey Bork of Glasgow, Montana. The linesman is Justin Meyer of Wolf Point, Montana. The line judge is Jacob O'Connor of Sydney, Montana. And the back judge, Mr. Adolf Kokendorfer of Honeywood, Montana.
Administrator over there for some 20 years, so he knows a lot of these Emmetsburg players and a lot of the fans and everybody over in the Emmetsburg district. So we'll have Joe Carter up here at halftime joining us tonight here on Hometown Radio KLGA. We got a new official for our You Make the Call segments. Tom Claude was very nice enough, an official, local official, was able to stop in and give us some things to play this year for You Make the Call. So that's coming up at halftime tonight as well. And tuning in after the game, we've got our Erpelding Voigt Company Player of the Game as well. Pregame is in the books. We're just a few moments away from kickoff right here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Back after this. All right, so we're getting set for kickoff tonight here on Hometown Radio KLGA. Bulldogs will receive the kick, so that's. I guess I didn't see if they won the toss and elected to receive, or if the Eagles won the toss and deferred to the second half. But it looked like the Bulldogs. It looked like they won the toss and wanted the football. So there you go. As we are getting set for kickoff tonight, your game time temperatures brought to you by Algona Plumbing and Heating, your Armstrong Air dealer in Algona. Your temperature at kickoff is a very muggy 82 degrees. So very sticky, like I said. Hopefully everybody hydrated. But they didn't do that yesterday and the day before. Not today. Hopefully they hydrated for the tonight's game. So we're getting set to go. Looks like Emmetsburg kicking from right to left, so the Bulldogs will be attacking the west goal. Levi Clegg, Porter Reefer are going to be the return guys for the Bulldogs. As kicking it away for Emmetsburg will be Matt Wirtz. We get the final minutes ready to go. 12 minutes put up on the clock. As I said, Porter Reefer back deep along with Levi Clegg. They'll stand back about their own 10-yard line. Funny story, when Coach Jacobson set the lineup for today, he actually put Alex Mansky as the starting quarterback, even though it's Tyler. Big brother starting over the little brother. As Wirtz puts the foot into the football and we are underway, it's going to be Porter Reefer catching the football at his own 6-yard line, up the middle of the field, 15-20. Trying to get to the outside, he's going to be taken down from behind, right at the 20. We got a flag as well, thrown from ways out and landed at about the 30-yard line. We'll see what that is, but Bulldogs might be starting well inside their own red zone.
Yeah, and Reefer almost started to initially overrun that kick before he had to backpedal a few steps and collect it. Again, maybe a little excited there for the opening kickoff of the season, trying to bust a big one, but we'll see here what this flag is on the play.
Well, and we also want to welcome to our broadcast your local Red Power team, as they're going to be our Red Zone sponsor. So we thank our local Red Power dealers across the area as they are joining our broadcast here tonight. Once teams enter the Case IH Red Zone, we'll talk about our local Red Power dealers. So Bulldogs get moved back to the 10-yard line. I'm assuming that was a block in the back. I was talking and did not hear it. As we get set to go. First down and 10 for Algona. Mansky in the pistol, and has actually got Lamorne Olfers in the backfield instead of Wyatt Garman. Harris and Smith winged out either way. They sent Olfers in motion, and we had about 4 guys moving, and nobody snapped the football. So either everybody was wrong or the center missed the snap. Something happened, but the Bulldogs are going to go half the distance. So not the start you ideally want.
Yeah, first play of the season, false start for Algona. Tried to get a little bit cute there for the motion, see if they could get Emmetsburg out of position on defense, but it backfired here on the Bulldogs, and they are marooned with the shadow of their goal line right behind them.
So Mansky standing on his own goal line right now, first down at 15 after the 5-yard walk-off. Mansky sends Olfers in motion. They get the snap count right this time. Mansky steps up. He's in trouble. Has to step up and run with the football. Out across the 10-15, out to about the 16-yard line. So we actually got the penalty yards back plus another 7. So it's going to be second down and about a long 3 here.
And that was great awareness that time from Mansky. Initially had a clean pocket, but he felt the pressure coming off the backside without even really visually seeing it. Was able to step through and make a nice gain there for second and intermediate.
Second down and 3 for the Bulldogs. Caden Weber split wide to the left. Olfers is left of Mansky in the wing tee. Mansky takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Lamorne. Quick hitter over the middle to Brandon Harris. Makes the catch across the 25 to the 27. First down for the Bulldogs. As Brandon Harris with his first catch of the season. And Brandon started at linebacker last year. Didn't see any offensive snaps. And now getting some time at the wingback spot. Makes a catch for the first down.
Yeah, and beautiful sidearm motion there from Mansky. And that's how you have to be a modern quarterback, even at the high school level sometimes. Throwing from different platforms, different arm angles. Mansky with a little sidearm toss there, a little Patrick Mahomes-esque to start this game.
Tristan Larson brings the play in. He split wide left with Smith, Harris, and Weber wide right. Mansky takes the snap. Gives to Olfers straight up the middle. Lamorne Olfers able to get forward for a couple. I thought I saw a flag, but what I saw was kids on the far side throwing a yellow football. Up on the hill over there, they're throwing a yellow football. So the gain of 3 for Olfers. Just call it second and 7.
Yeah, I saw the same thing too. Kids there playing football on the backside, but you're right. It was no flag, just an Emmetsburg colored football that time. Not a whole lot doing there up the middle, though, for Olvers, as he was only able to get 2 on that last play.
Now, 2nd down and 8. Weber split wide right. Tight set here. Mansky takes the snap. Now gives to Wyatt Garman. He's in for the first time at fullback. Garman gets forward across the 30 to the 34, maybe the 35-yard line. So nice gain there. It's going to bring up 3rd down at about 4. So 3rd and short here for the Bulldogs, or 3rd and medium, I guess. Clock running, 10:15 to go. No score. First drive of the 2021 season.
Yeah, and a couple of nice plays there from the running backs. Even though they were very short gains, really not a whole lot of running room on either of those plays. So a good job just to get positive yardage, set up a 3rd and short here.
2 receivers split either way. Garman in the backfield with Mansky on 3rd and 4. Mansky takes the snap, back to throw, steps up, throws a quick hitter to Harris again, got the first down. Brandon needed to go, still on his feet out across the 45. I was going to say, if he had gone down, he still had the first down, but kept going forward, got another 5 for the Bulldogs to the 46, approaching midfield. But nice possession there, a nice possession catch by Harris. He needed 4 yards, ran 5, caught it, had the first down, and then kept going.
Yeah, and that's the definition of just finding your spot as a receiver, sitting down in coverage. He was pretty wide open, and Mansky had him on that good read there. First down, Bulldogs. Excellent drive so far after that early penalty.
Yeah, they started at their own 5 after blocking the back on the kickoff and then a false start. First down and 10 at the 46. Mansky back to throw. Steps up, fires down the middle of the field, lost it up for Trayvon Smith. Trayvon makes the catch in traffic inside the Emmetsburg 30 down to the 27. Just floated that down the field, and Smith went up and got it.
And Mansky is reading the defense really well that time. Smith was really the only one who had any daylight on those deep routes. They were trying for the big play on first down. Mansky again looked towards his right side, made a perfect read there, and Algona is marching here.
Nice pickup on the play there, about 27 yards, all the way down to the 27 of Emmetsburg. Across the 50 for the first time, first drive of the season. Harrison Weber wide right, Smith wide left. He's got one-on-one coverage that way. Mansky with Garman in the backfield. Fakes the handoff. Now he's got Smith on a slant, and Trayvon Smith in from 27 yards out for the touchdown. Like I said, he had that one-on-one coverage. Good fake to Garman, drew the defense. Smith got inside his corner, and he makes the catch for the score.
And how about a nice 5-for-5 start to the game for Tyler Mansky? All completions of 10-plus yards, and again, just quick reads, going to his first option, putting the ball right on target, giving Smith there an opportunity to run after the catch. Just great drive from the senior, and an even better job from the receivers. Just clutch hands on that one.
So it ends up being a 95-yard touchdown drive. We got Caleb Penner, the sophomore, on for the PAT try. Out of the hole of Austin Steenhoek. First PAT attempt of the season comes with 8:47 to go first quarter. Low snap, and Steenhoek going to have to, he's going to have to try and make a play, and he gets drilled for his efforts. So the PAT no good, 6-0 Bulldogs, 8:47 to go first quarter. We're back in a minute here on Hometown Radio, KLGA. As we come back, Caleb Penner to kick the football away. Bulldogs leading 6-0. It started inauspiciously with 2 penalties, but turned out to be an 8-play, 95-yard drive. The last 54 of them on back-to-back completions to Trayvon Smith. The Bulldogs leading 6-0 after the PAT try was no good. As Penner to kick it away, It's a low line drive kick. It's going to bounce at about the 15-yard line, fielded by Ryan Brennan there. Up the middle of the field, 10, 15, 20. And actually, Bulldogs get fortunate. He slipped at the 37. He had a seam there as Brennan slipped down, and the Bulldogs will start defensively there as Emmetsburg has their first possession of the game.
Yeah, and I think that's the second play in a row where maybe a little bit of wet turf has come into effect. On that last extra point for Algona, it appeared that maybe a wet football influenced that low snap, and then like you mentioned, slipping down on the kickoff return that time for Emmetsburg. So a few turf issues here early in the game.
First down and 10 for the E-Hawks. Keegan Joyce running the show. Gives up the middle this time. That's Auten, laying Auten the tailback, and he gets stopped after a minimal gain here, maybe a 2-yard gain to the 40. Actually, give him 3. It's called second down and 7. Cohen Reef around on the stop for the Dogs.
And that's what we're going to be looking for here tonight. If those big guys up front for Algona can really just fill up space, not let Emmetsburg get any big gains on the ground, and try to force them to go to the air, which they don't want to do.
Second down and 7 for the E-Hawks. Joyce once again gets the second man through this time. And close to a first down run here for number 24, Seth Freeman. And he does have the first down out across the 47 to the 48. So a first down there for Emmetsburg. 2 carries and 10 yards. Alex Mansky on the stop for the Bulldogs from a safety spot.
Yeah, no one really got a great grip on Freeman that time. A couple Bulldogs had their arms around him when he was just past the line of scrimmage, but he kept slipping out until he got to that first down. Nice job keeping the legs churning, and again, maybe the jersey's a little bit wet here on the field early in the game.
Oh, fumble on the snap. I think Emmetsburg got back on it, though. Fumbled snap, and the E-Hawks do get back on it, but they lose a yard here back to the 47. But just, I don't know if Joyce maybe tried to come out a little too early at that time, or the snap might have been a little bit off, but it went right to the turf. And second down and 11 for the E-Hawks.
Yeah, Joyce tried to pull away from center just a little bit too quickly that time, but his hands were empty when he pulled out.
Yep.
And that ball, fortunately, just kind of rolled right back into his lap if you're an Emmetsburg fan, and they were able to avert the turnover there.
So second down and 11 for the E-Hawks after the loss of 1. Full house backfield. Joyce is going to pitch wide here. Auten trying to turn the corner. He gets stacked up. He gets the yard back. That's it. But it's second. It's going to be third down and 10. Now we got a flag coming in late. There were some extracurriculars over on the far side. And we got a personal foul coming. What do we got here?
Yeah, it looked like Luke Carter and Lane Auten were going at it away from the play. We'll see who they get that on, but both of them were in the area of that flag being thrown. So,
Cade Shirk might have been ejected from this game.
Well, you're right. That was Cade Shirk, number 13, not Auten, number 12.
And now Ben Thompson's over there arguing, and he's got to get flagged. Like I said, I saw there was a little extracurricular. I didn't see what the deal was, but it looked like the official just kicked Shirk out of the game. He was making a motion as if he was ejected.
Yeah, boy, it's hard to see what they did over there because their eyes were on the play, but both of them were about 10, 15 yards away from the action, kind of going at it. And
well, of course, Luke Carter played for Emmetsburg a couple of years ago until the family moved over here. So, like I said, I did not see exactly what was going on. You could see a little something, but I'm not certain what happened there, folks, other than Cade Shirk is out. And like I said, he might have been ejected from this game. We'll have to wait and see if he comes back. But it was something to get Coach Thompson really riled up over on the far side. And there's going to be a penalty and maybe a second penalty after the play.
Yeah, we could see a couple unsportsmanlike penalties here because the referee, after throwing the flag, he threw his hat, and you have to think that hat, that's on the coach on the sideline as they march the ball backwards right now.
Yeah, they are walking that one all the way back here to inside the 30 to the, where are they going to stop at like the 20? Yeah, the 21.
All the way now back to the 20. Wow. So, yeah, they called that penalty there, and boy, Emmetsburg, they have to go from their own 20-yard line now all the way to Algona's 42 in order to get a first down. 3rd and 38.
Yeah, they didn't. Yeah, it should be third down. They got second down on the down marker. But 7:03 to go here, first quarter. Bulldogs lead 6-0, and now third and forever for Emmetsburg. Joyce in the shotgun, hands off left side to Lane Auten. He gets around the corner. He's going to get up close to 8, but it doesn't matter when it's third and forever. That was second down, so it was second and 38. Now it's going to be third down and about 28.
Yeah, they threw us a little curveball there on the scoreboard that time, but yeah, you just, even in second down in that situation, you can only hope to get a chunk of yardage to make it third and manageable, but that's not what it is here for Emmetsburg. You really don't have someone who can push the ball down the field a long ways. I would look for either an easy handoff, maybe a screen here, and you just settle for the punt and try to avoid a turnover and hope your defense can make a stop.
Down to 7 on the play clock as Emmetsburg have to hustle to the line here. Are they going to restart the play clock? Yeah, they're going to let it go here as Emmetsburg running the ball up the middle and getting it back close to where the original line of scrimmage was, but it's going to be fourth down now at about 15 as Freeman gets close to the 44.
Yeah, that was a nice burst there through the middle by Freeman. Again, not nearly enough to get the first down, but for Algona's defense expecting the run there, Freeman still was able to get a pretty decent gain and set up maybe not too bad field position defensively for Emmetsburg if they can get a good punt off here.
Yeah, that drive derailed after the penalties, the dead ball penalties there on Emmetsburg. Shirk with a personal foul, then one unsportsmanlike on the coach for arguing. And Tyler Mansky back to receive this punt. Keegan Joyce is the punter. He's the quarterback as well. We got a flag here. Procedure on Emmetsburg, so they'll walk it back 5 yards. So not the kind of start the Ehawks would have wanted. 5:22 to go opening quarter. Bulldogs with a 6-0 lead, and they're going to get the football back here.
Yeah, and now if you take that penalty into account, that drive for Emmetsburg, 6 plays for 1 yard.
Yeah.
After all that up and down the field.
So they'll march it back 5 yards, trying the punt again as Keegan Joyce now standing at his own 25-yard line. Tyler Mansky standing at his own 30. And yeah, timeout asked for by Emmetsburg. It's not been a great start for the Ehawks with a few penalties already. Bulldogs going to get the football back. Timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. We've got 5:22 to go opening quarter. Bulldogs lead 6-0 back after this on Hometown Radio. We come back with 5:22 to go first quarter. Algona leading 6-0. Bulldogs about to get the football back. So obviously, Tyler, that was a good start defensively, but with if you take the penalties in there, it's a great start defensively. But Emmetsburg did find some holes, so the Bulldogs will have to shore that up, make sure they're not giving up 5-6 yards a run here. But Tyler Mansky back to receive this punt. And the Bulldogs will go back to the work on offense, or go back to work on offense. Can't spit it out here.
Yeah, and if you're Algona, again, more disciplined team oftentimes wins the first game of the season, and it's easy to make mistakes like these early, and Emmetsburg has made some key ones so far.
Low line drive kick. Tyler Mansky's going to field it on the run at his own 30-yard line. Gets across to the 32, and the Bulldogs will take it over there first and 10. So
it almost looked like Mansky wanted to wait for a fair catch there. He kind of started to raise his arm, but pulled it back at the last minute and tried to burrow forward there on the return for a couple of yards.
So the Bulldogs had some success running the football, had some nice runs, but really, you mentioned Tyler Mansky 5 for 5 on that opening drive, the last 54 to Trayvon Smith on back-to-back plays. So Bulldogs opened it up in the passing game there in that opening drive. We'll see if they get the ground game going a little bit too. As Olfers in the backfield, right behind Tyler Mansky. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs at their own 32. Mansky takes a snap, gives to Olfers around the right side. Lamort Olfers gets across the 40, out to about the 42, almost a gain of 10. Going to be just shy of a first down here. Call it a gain of 9, second and 1.
Yeah, and that was a nice job there from the Algona offensive line. Had everything sealed off pretty well. Good hole there between the right tackle and right guard for Olfers to work his way through and set up second down in very short here.
It went around Jackson Woodyard and Jensen Eischen up front on that right side of the line. Jackson Cecil over there as well at the tight end spot. Smith is wing right, Harris wide left, along with Austin Steenhoek. Tyler Mansky takes the snap, back to throw, pressure coming. Steps up, he's got room to run if he wants to. He's going to get the first down to the outside. Now he's across midfield down the sideline, all the way into Emmetsburg territory down to the 37-yard line. That one, it looked like initially he was going to cut it up and get the first down. Then he bounced all the way to the outside and picks up a nice gain there into Emmetsburg territory all the way to the 37.
Yeah, second big 10-plus yard run there of the game for Mansky as he gets 21 on that one. But for Emmetsburg, they've been able to get pretty close to Mansky here, but he's done an even better job evading the pressure, stepping forward, and that time sidestepping the rush, able to bounce it outside and find some green turf down the sideline. Huge gain there for Algona.
First down and 10, that's a dimension that Tyler maybe didn't have a couple of years ago, but now as a senior, he knows it. As I say, he's got the free rein to kind of do what he needs to do out there. Mansky throws out in the flat. He's got Trayvon Smith at the 35, 30-yard line, inside the 25, down to about the 24. Nice pickup there. That's going to be a first down. Looks like a pickup of about 13 for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and those quick hitters are just such a key for Mansky here early in this game. Smith came wide open in the flat. You know he has the ability to run after the catch, so keep it simple. Don't try to push the ball downfield, and just take a nice stick-moving play there.
Yeah, take advantage of that cushion that Emmetsburg was providing. Austin Steenhoek split wide left. Smith wing to the right, Harris to the left, and Garmin in the backfield with Mansky. The game is to Garmin straight up the middle, and he's going to get undercut as he crosses the line of scrimmage. Forward for maybe a yard, not much more than that. Going to bring up second down and 9. Clock running, 3:52 to go, first quarter. 6-0 Algona. Bulldogs on the move.
Yeah, and there hasn't been a lot of room through the middle of that defense so far for Algona. They've been pretty stonewalled when they've tried to go up the middle. They've had a little more success so far running some counter plays and trying to bounce things to the outside. We'll see if they're able to wear down the middle of that Emmetsburg defense at all as this game goes on.
Second down and 9 for the Bulldogs approaching the Case IH red zone. And we got movement on the side here. Steenhoek, the line got set, and Austin moved from his wide receiver spot, so that'll be the second penalty against the, or I should say third penalty against the Bulldogs, and the first one since the first play of the game. So it'll be second down out about 14 with 3:08 to go here in this opening quarter.
Yeah, 2 false start penalties here on offense. They had the one on special teams earlier, but again, Algona's made less mistakes so far penalty-wise than Emmetsburg.
Second down at 14, Mansky in the pistol set, takes a snap, back to throw. Looking, throws a quick hitter across the middle, has Trayvon Smith. Trayvon makes the catch, and now trying to make people miss. Gets down to the 20-yard line. So he gets the penalty yards back, plus another 3. It's going to bring up third down and about 7 here for the Bulldogs. They need just inside the 14-yard line.
Yeah, and Emmetsburg, they're really playing off Algona's receivers, giving them those underneath routes, those quick, easy completions for Mansky. And give Mansky credit, he's not trying to force the ball downfield into coverage. He's just taking those underneath ones all day and trying to pick away at this defense gradually.
Imagine here you've got 2 plays to pick up about 7 yards, not going to punt from the 20. Mansky with Garmin to his right. Takes the pistol snap, keeps it up the middle. He's got room to run. Tyler Mansky's got the first down inside the 15-yard line, down to about the 12. He's in the Case IH red zone, brought to you by your local Red Power dealers. Thank you to our Red Power teams for joining our broadcast this season. And the Bulldogs have first and 10 just outside the Ehawk 10-yard line at the 12.
Yeah, that's a big hole there on third down. Mansky's been throwing it well, but they use the other weapon that he brings, and that's his legs, taking it up the middle. A place where Algona hasn't had a lot of room so far, but that time, line was able to open up a nice gap, and Mansky, no hesitation, got the first down.
First down and 10. They've got Smith wide left, one-on-one coverage for Trayvon over there. Mansky takes the snap, gives it up the middle to Wyatt Garmin. Wyatt rumbling, fumbling, stumbling all the way down inside the 10, down to about the 7-yard line. Nice pickup of 5 there. Wyatt Garmin's not going to be fancy. He's a big fella. He's going to bruise his way down there, hold on to the football, and pick up 5 yards.
And I like what I've seen from the interior of that offensive line on the last 2 plays. After I was talking earlier about how there wasn't much room for the middle, both these past couple of plays, Algona's been able to push Emmetsburg off the line of scrimmage.
Minute 15 to go, first quarter, 6-0 Bulldogs. They've got it inside the Emmetsburg 10. Mansky takes the snap, back to throw, looking to his right, fires over the middle. It's going to be incomplete. Austin Steenhope was at the goal line, had a defender draped all over him, but no call or anything. It's going to bring up third down at about 5.
Yeah, and it was bound to happen eventually where Mansky would throw his first incomplete pass of the game, but that is where it happens. Algona was trying to kind of rub their slot receivers, both send them towards the pylon to the outside, but weren't really able to get either of them loose for Mansky to get that easy touchdown there. So, well covered by Emmetsburg's defensive backfield.
Third down at 5, inside the 10 at the 7. They can get a first down at the 2. Mansky takes the snap, keeps it himself straight up the middle. Tyler Mansky looking for the end zone. He's going to be stopped short, but he's right at the sticks. That might be first and goal. It's going to depend on the spot. And actually, they're giving it. They're going to look at it and say first down for the Bulldogs. So first and goal to go from the 2.
Yeah, and again, Mansky just fearless on third down, has those instincts, knows exactly where the sticks are, and able to fall forward that time to get just enough. And this is a good situation here for Algona, trying to get that early 2-possession lead, set the tone here early, make Emmetsburg pay for some of those offensive mistakes that short-circuited their drive, and really set the tone here in the first.
Under a minute to go first quarter. Algona trying to build on a 6-0 lead. First and goal from the 2. Mansky takes a snap, gives to Olfers straight up the middle. Flags fly in after the play as Olfers got stuffed. 2 flags, one from the back, one from the side. We got it. Illegal substitution on the Bulldogs, so that'll take it back to the 7-yard line. So instead of first and goal from the 2, you got first and goal from the 7 now.
Yeah, and there's kind of the first huge mental mistake there for Algona. You're right on the shadow of your goal line. Kind of the playbook's wide open from the 2-yard line, and now Emmetsburg maybe can sit back a little more, look for Mansky to try to throw it, or maybe run some sort of quarterback draw here. And looks like they'll...
Oh, wow, that must have been something. That's all the way back to the 17-yard. That's a 15-yard penalty.
So they initially signaled an illegal substitution. I wonder if there was also a unnecessary roughness or something along those lines there on that play that Emmetsburg would have accepted instead, because, yeah, this is a huge...
Yeah, it's not a... Illegal substitution isn't a 15-yard walk-off. So first and goal now back at the 17. Clock running, under 30 seconds to go first quarter. Mansky takes a snap, takes the handoff to Garmin, trying to get around a defender to his left. Now looking, he's in deep trouble here. Now throws it over to the side. He's got Garmin over there, incomplete, but really that was just get it out of my hands so I don't get sacked back near midfield. Stops the clock with 18 seconds left first quarter. Second and goal now from the 17.
Yeah, and there was a missed blocking assignment that time as Ben Saxton came into the backfield untouched. Mansky tried to juke around him, almost held onto the ball a little bit too long there, took a disastrous sack, but fortunately was able to get it out of his hands and avoid even more of a loss of yardage there for Algona.
So second down and goal to go for the Bulldogs. Play clock down to 14. Mansky, 2 receivers wide left. Smith is wing to the right. Tyler takes the snap as the play clock is about to expire. Oh, a little trickeration there. They tried a double handoff. They went to Garmin, then he gave it back to Smith, and Emmetsburg wasn't fooled. No gain on the play. Third down and 10. Or third down and goal from the 17 now, and that'll be the end of the first quarter. 6-0 Algona. Bulldogs look like they were primed to add to it, but a penalty has them. Third and goal from the 17 when we come back with quarter number 2 here on Hometown Radio, KLGA. We come back. Second quarter, Bulldogs of Algona leading Emmetsburg 6-0. Had first and goal from the 2, but then a penalty took it all the way back to the 17, and now it's third and goal from right there. So we'll see. Got 2 plays to get 17 yards, and it's happened before. And never. So we'll see what the Bulldogs have drawn up right here. But statistically, it was a one-sided first quarter there at Siler as the Bulldogs moved it up and down the field. But right now, still only one possession game.
Yeah, that's right. If you look at the total yardage in this one, Algona with a 166 to 34 edge there in total offense. So obviously doing some great things here so far, kind of marching up and down the field. And really, the only thing stopping Algona so far has been that penalty yardage right down on the goal line that's backed them up here into this long situation they face right now. But Mansky's looked great. He's 6 of 8 through the air, 96 yards on that touchdown. And he's also rushed for 47 yards on the ground. So Tyler Mansky here making an early statement.
Well, Caleb Penner has been playing center, and I guess I didn't see it, that Aiden Seeley is on the sideline. So Caleb Penner has been playing center here tonight for the Bulldogs. Mansky in the pistol set, 2 receivers right, 1 left, wing back, wide right as well. Mansky looking for Smith, one-on-one coverage. He's got him open in the end zone, and Smith makes the catch. It's a 16-yard touchdown grab. Just a little corner route there, and Smith wide open makes the grab. Tyler Mansky put it on the money.
Absolutely. Once again, a great throw by Mansky. He went back shoulder that time for Smith. The defender there, about a yard or 2 of space in between him and Smith. That is an easy connection there for a quarterback who has some great chemistry so far with his senior receiver to start this game.
Well, Smith had a big game against Emmetsburg last year, and he's making an early case for an Erpeling Voigt & Company Player of the Game award. We'll have to wait and see. Caleb Penner on for the PAT try. Austin Steenhoek will try and get this one down as last time the snap kind of rolled back to him. See if we can clean that up here and put this one through the upright. Low snap, but they get it down. The kick is on the way, and it is no good. Wide left. Took a while to signal there, but it is no good. So 12-0 Algona. We've got 11:54 to go until halftime. We're back in a minute on Hometown Radio, KLGA. We come back. That was a 12-play drive, capped off with a 16-yard touchdown pass from Tyler Mansky to Trayvon Smith. Second time they've hooked up for a touchdown tonight. PAT attempt no good. 12-0 Bulldogs. 11:54 to go till halftime. And as I say, Bulldogs shot themselves in the foot towards the goal line, but able to make up for it.
Yeah, and sometimes you've just got to overcome, and maybe the best solution to penalties is just have a great quarterback who can throw those 17-yard dimes.
Caleb Penner with the kick, fielded at the 17-yard line. One of the upbacks takes it, and going to get out across the 30 to about the 34-yard line as Lincoln Rotze with the return there for the E-Hawks.
Yeah, 12 plays, 78 yards on that last drive for Algona. It took 5:20. Mansky already his second touchdown of the night, and it's going to be a big problem for Emmetsburg if they keep letting Trayvon Smith just roam free in the secondary as he has so far in this game.
Yeah, they might not have anybody that can cover him one-on-one. You might have to see a double team at some point. So first down and 10 for Emmetsburg, their second possession of the night. Like I said, their first drive got out to midfield, and then 2 15-yard penalties. It kind of ended that any hope on that drive as Keegan Joyce gives up the middle. Not much running room that time for Lane Otten. Across the 35 to the 36. Gain of about 2, but that's it.
Yeah, and so far, Algona's defensive line doing a good job holding their ground. It's obviously a little bit tough on Emmetsburg. They come sprinting out of the huddle and quick snap you, but Algona's defense has been disciplined here early in this game.
Right now up front, you got Jack Limbaugh, another freshman in the game. He's playing the right defensive end spot, Garmin and Woodyard on the left side of the line. So 2 true freshmen playing for the Bulldogs here tonight. And ball's loose, as that was a false start. I thought, or maybe it was just the fact that the quarterback stayed there for a second. If he snapped it, everybody went, and the quarterback didn't go anywhere, and that's what they're saying. It's going to be a loss of a yard of the play, as Joyce able to pick up the fumble, but he got tackled. Because I thought everybody was moving, and the center hadn't snapped the ball, but no, he snapped it, and just the quarterback fumbled it a little bit.
Yeah, Joyce just really wasn't ready for that snap, kind of standing back there like a statue that time, and obviously the timing went wrong there for Emmetsburg. Not everyone on the same page, and again, another early offensive mistake, just wasting a play and setting up a 3rd and long here.
It's back to throw. Throwing deep down the middle of the field. That's going to be tipped, intercepted by Alex Smansky, the freshman. Makes the pick at the 45-yard line as Ryan Brennan has come in at the quarterback spot. He threw that one down the field, tried to sneak it over the freshman's safety, and Alex makes the pick.
And Seth Freeman had a step on the defense that time, but that ball was very much underthrown. A nice job kind of tipping the ball to himself that time for Algona by Alex Mansky. And an early interception, first of his career for the young freshman.
So 1st down and 10 for Algona. Or what? Oh, no, never mind. They're going to call a penalty on Algona here. They call the roughing the passer play, so the Bulldog defense staying out on the field negates the interception by the freshman. And I didn't see why Keegan Joyce was not in at quarterback, but they do have Ryan Brennan playing quarterback. He got hit. And they're going to walk this off here, so that's a momentum shift right there for the Bulldogs. Instead of instead of an interception near midfield, it's 1st down and 10 for Emmetsburg at their own 48. So a 15-yard walk-off on a roughing the passer penalty.
Yeah, and just a brutal moment there for Algona. Obviously, everyone's eyes were down the field watching the interception, but roughing the passer there, that's the kind of thing, it will drive Coach Andy Jacobson crazy. Extending the drive would have been Algona possession in great field position.
So Brennan hands off to Otten up the middle. He's going to get forward for a yard or two, not much. Like I said, I didn't see if anything happened to Joyce or not. If he's on the sideline right now, so like I said, gain of 2 to midfield for Emmetsburg, 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, and Joyce, he is still present there on the sideline, holding his helmet. You wonder if it's just trying to mix things up here with Brennan, or if he did get banged up a little bit early in the game. We'll kind of get our answer here, depending on if we continue to see Brennan here throughout the rest of this one.
2nd down and 8, 9:44 to go till halftime. Brennan gives off the left side this time. That's Freeman, and he's fighting forward close to a 1st down. Into Algona territory down to the 44. It's going to be about 2 yards shy here.
And this is the kind of drive if you're Emmetsburg, you could really demoralize Algona. Thought you had the turnover, now just kind of pound the ball inside, maybe put together a long drive here and try to put some points of your own on the board. And really, Emmetsburg is going to need it because their defense has not shown any signs of stopping Algona so far. So this is really a drive. You've been given a second chance. You really need to come away with something here.
3rd down and 2. Clock running, 9:08 to go, 1st half. 12-0 Algona. As Brennan in at quarterback for Emmetsburg. Takes a snap. He's going to pitch wide to Otten. Tries to cut up field, and he's going to be dropped for a loss in the backfield. Trayvon Smith got him. And then a host of Bulldogs. Jack Limbaugh in over there. Tyler Mansky as well. And they drop it for a loss of about 3. It's now 4th and 5 at the Algona 47-yard line. So we'll see if Emmetsburg wants to go for it here, if they want to try and punt the football away. It wouldn't surprise me if they just go for it here, or at least try to draw Algona off sides. With the offense that they typically run. Wouldn't surprise me if they try that and get a cheap 5 and maybe get a short 4th down play or a 1st down. It's right in the middle, so it could be a 1st down if you get an offside penalty.
Yeah, 4th and 5 here, but on that last play, Brennan got in a situation where he had to throw a block on the linebacker, and the quarterback was unable to do it.
Brennan rolling out to his right under pressure, throws out the flat, and it's incomplete. Overshot his intended target. No flags anywhere this time, and the Bulldogs get the stop defensively.
And it's actually a good thing for Emmetsburg that Brennan did overthrow that one, because that play was undercut nicely that time by Levi Clegg. And if Brennan throws that one a little bit lower, Clegg's going the other way for 6.
There was about 50 yards of green turf between him and the end zone. That's it. As he had cut the route there, and the ball was overthrown. So Algona takes over on downs. First down and 10. It negates the highlight for the freshman Alex Mansky, but the Bulldogs get the stop nonetheless. 8:08 to go until halftime, leading 12-0.
Yeah, I have a feeling based on that athleticism from Mansky, that's not the only time we'll be seeing that here throughout his time at Algona. He has a long career ahead of him at that safety position, and obviously will contribute on offense at some point as well, but he'll have more chances to get an interception like that.
That's right. Tyler Mansky gives up the middle to Lamorne Olfers, and he gets stacked up after being a half-yard maybe. And I'd not say no gain on the play, second down and 10 there. Tried to go up the middle, but nothing there. Second down and 10 for the Dogs.
Yeah, and if Mansky had the option to keep at that time, it would have been a lot better play for Mansky to hang on to that. And even after he handed off the ball, he kind of jumped up in the air, knew he probably should have taken that himself and taken it outside for a bigger gain than the 0 that they got.
Second down and 10. Clock running, 7:38 to go first half. 12-0 Algona. They've got the football back near midfield. Olfers in the backfield, 2 receivers either way for the Bulldogs. Olfers now moves to the left of Tyler Mansky. Tyler takes the snap, keeps the ball this time, and he's going to go down. He faked the handoff to Olfers, and nobody bought it. They were going after Tyler the whole time. He loses 5 or 6 here. It's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yeah, busted play there from the start. Dawson Weir was the first one in the backfield, but there were 3 golden helmets that time all over Mansky. Nowhere for him to run, nowhere to hide, and Algona facing now a very 3rd down and long situation here after that loss.
Yep, 6:56 to go until half. Well, see if you can find number 11. He's been the big play guy here tonight. Bulldogs taking their time bringing the play in for the sideline, and they may take a timeout here as Coach Jacobson is standing right next to the side judge. He's talking to him. He's going to take the clock all the way down, then call a timeout. Takes a timeout with 6:36 to go until half. It'll be 3rd and 16 when we come back right after this on Hometown Radio, KLGA. So as we come back, 3rd down and 16, 6:36 to go until halftime. Algona leading Emmetsburg 12-0. And we'll see what the Bulldogs drew up in the huddle here. Hot, humid night. The clouds are darkening to the west, so like I said, as long as we don't get any lightning, we'll be okay. 2 receivers split either way. Olfers in the backfield with Mansky. He sends him to the left. And we got a flinch up front. I think one of the receivers flinched there, so walk it back another 5. So 3rd and 16 becomes 3rd and 21.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And you already had a really tough set of downs there for Mansky to try to overcome. And it's going to be even tougher here for Algona after that false start. No reason on 3rd and 17 as a receiver to try to get a jump like that, but just got a little antsy that time.
Well, the Bulldogs have been having their linemen get down and then setting. And a couple times when they've gone to get set, our guys have flinched. So that's one you got to get used to. They got Smith wide left. They're going to set a safety his way. Keegan Joyce is back in the game at safety. So he's shading towards Smith on the left side. Mansky takes a snap, pressure coming straight up the middle. Mansky rolling out to his right, throws over to the right side. It's intercepted. He threw it right to a defender. Was just trying to get rid of it. Had a receiver in the vicinity, but it's picked off over on the far side there. Number 26, Jace Nelson, or excuse me, number 26. Nope, they got two 25s listed in the program, and no 26s. So it's either Jace Nelson Brown or Cameron Madden. One of those guys just got an interception, assuming that their numbers are correct. But as it is, first down and 10 for Emmetsburg in Algona territory at the 39. So a mistake there. First turnover of the ball game, and Emmetsburg has it in Algona territory to start the drive.
Yeah, and that's one of those plays where a breakdown in protection led to that. Mansky had a man deep if he had a little more time.
Joyce back into quarterback. He gives off the left side to Freeman, and he plows forward for about 6 as he's been able to find some running room. Call it a gain of 6 here, second down and 4 coming for Emmetsburg.
Yeah, workman-like night for Freeman. Going back to that fourth down play, Smith ended up in one-on-one coverage on the outside and again got a step on the defender, but Mansky had zero time there to set his feet, step up, or even look Smith's way to the left, and that was what led to that interception as he was kind of desperately flushed to the right side that time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Freeman on the blitz up the middle that was able to get to him. They go left side to Otten as they try to misdirect the Bulldogs that time. They faked as if they were going to the right, go to the left. Otten gets forward for a yard or 2, and it's going to bring up third down at about 2 here for the Ehawks.
Yeah, and Wyatt Garman, even though he didn't make the tackle, kind of came slicing in and got to the backfield to disrupt that play, forcing Otten a little bit more towards the left where he went right into the waiting arms of the defense. So another third down situation here for Emmetsburg coming up.
5:05 to go first half, 12-0 Algona, but Emmetsburg on the move after the Bulldog turnover. Third down and 2 here for the Hawks. Joyce, did he draw us offside? Yes, he did. You know it's coming. And the coaches preach, look at the football, look at the football. Don't listen to the quarterback. Look at the football. Well, they listened to the quarterback. They did not look at the football. And it's a first down for Emmetsburg at the 27 now of Algona.
Yeah, and that was the perfect time to bring that out, too. You can't be doing it all the time throughout the game, otherwise the defense adjusts to it. And Emmetsburg picks the perfect spot there to kind of delay a little bit and get Algona to jump off sides, as you mentioned. And that's a free first down there for the Ehawks. Keeps the sticks moving here on this key drive in the second quarter.
So first down and 10 now at the Algona 27. Oh, Joyce keeps it. Look at the throw. Throws out the flat. He's got Wirtz out there, and it's knocked away. Oh, what a play by Clegg. It was on Wirtz's hands, and Clegg slapped it out of him.
And again, nice play by Clegg to recover that time, but the safeties absolutely bit that time on the fake. And if they put just a little bit more air underneath that one with Joyce and put that one a little further down the field, that is an easy touchdown. But again, underthrown ball, let Clegg get back into the play, and good hustle there from Clegg not to give up on it after he kind of bit up there initially.
Yeah, as Wirtz was getting his hands on it, and Levi almost got his hands right in between, smacked the ball away, second down and 10. So Emmetsburg takes a shot at the end zone, nearly had it, but a great defensive play keeps them out there. Second down and 10 from the 27. Clock stopped with 4:35 to go until halftime, and they did not get the play off. Well, they're going to call timeout. I was going to say the play clock was at 1. They snapped it with 0, but the coach over on the far side, Coach Thompson, had taken the timeout to save the yardage. So timeout on the field with 4:35 to go until halftime. Algona leading 12-0. Emmetsburg on the move. We're back in a minute here on Hometown Radio. So second down and 10 as we come back. Emmetsburg with the football at the Algona 27. Algona leads 12-0. Hawks took over in Algona territory after an interception, and now it's 2nd down and 10. They'll send receivers either way. As Joyce is in the shotgun this time, and we got movement up front. That's a full start on Emmetsburg, so they blow a toe off there. It'll be 2nd down and 15. And these, when he's talking about procedure penalties, yeah, they drive coaches nuts, but also when the first game of the season happens, I think coaches, they got to expect that some things like this are going to happen.
Oh, no doubt about it. I mean, there's no substitute for the actual game, the energy of the crowd, the kind of adrenaline you feel when you know the stakes are high. And, of course, you will definitely expect some penalties, as you mentioned. But for Emmetsburg so far tonight, I mean, what's worked on them for offense, at least in this drive anyways, it's that between the tackle running, they haven't gotten a lot going so far, but they've been able to somewhat establish a few holes. Again, the passing game really hasn't worked for them, and not that that's normally a huge part for them. But
Joyce under pressure, scrambles out of it, and he's going to be taken down right at the line of scrimmage. As Bulldogs had pressure from either side coming, Joyce kind of scrambled away momentarily, but got cleaned up by Wyatt Garman. And it's 3rd down now and 15. Nice job by the Bulldogs to get pressure on either side. Looked like Cohen Reefer and Jack Limbaugh both got up there. And then Garman able to trip up Joyce as he tried to scramble away. 3rd and 15 as the Eahawks were in more of a passing set that time. He was in the shotgun, had 2 receivers either way. And we'll see what they come up with here. 3:55 to go until halftime. They've got 2 receivers wide right, 1 wide left. Wirtz, the tight end, is wide right as well. We got another procedure penalty coming here. I didn't see who moved that time, but they're going to march Emmetsburg back 5 yards again. So 3rd and 15 now becomes 3rd and 20.
yeah, I believe it was one of the receivers on the right side of the field, either Clayton Ruber or Lane Otten, both over there. One of them didn't get set on that play, and I could kind of tell because Algona's defense was kind of getting over there at the last minute, but Emmetsburg, again, didn't get set there on that one, and another penalty here. 3rd and really long, and when you struggle to pass the ball like them here tonight, 3rd and 20 becomes nearly impossible.
Yeah, this is basically where the drive started at about the 37-yard line after the interception by Mansky. So we're 3:35 to go until halftime. Now it's 3rd and 20 for Emmetsburg. And this is one here, if you can get some of it back, probably go for it. Joyce in the shotgun. He's got Otten to his right. He's going to give it to Otten off the left side. He's got some room to run, and we got a hold coming on Emmetsburg here. He got about 7 yards back, but we got a hold coming on the Eahawks, so that's going to push him even further back. And like I said, the Eahawks had a good drive going after the turnover, but now they've gone back and further back. And we got a cramp on the far side here. That was Jensen Eischen coming up a little gimpy.
Yeah, and that's time for Emmetsburg. Both the right tackle and the left tackle got beaten very badly that time, so whichever direction that play was going in was ultimately either going to result in a loss of yards or a holding penalty, so they get the hold that time, back it up to 3rd and even longer here.
All the way back to the 47 of Algona. So it is 3rd down now and let's see here, 3rd down and 3rd down and 30. It's 3rd and 30. They got to get to the 17-yard line. They're at the 47, so 3rd and 30 for the Eahawks. The one thing this has done, it's killed the clock. They haven't run a play, but they've run about a minute and a half off the clock here with these procedure penalties, and now a holding penalty. So now it's 3rd and 30. Joyce in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Pressure coming from the left side. Trayvon Smith gets to Joyce. Joyce gets out of it. Now he's trying to run for his life. He's going to try and throw, and now Smith catches up to him again and sacks him at the original line of scrimmage. And the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout to save some clock here, and it's 4th and 30 now, and Emmetsburg will punt the football.
Yeah, what an unbelievable play that time by Trayvon Smith. Missed on the initial sack, kind of whiffed there, and again, a lot of players will kind of stay laying on the ground after they miss on that, embarrassed, especially with a mobile quarterback like Joyce, moving so quickly out to his left. Smith got right back to his feet, kept the pursuit. Joyce didn't see him coming, and that's a big drive stopper there for Algona.
Yeah, I mean, he could have run for a little bit, but he wasn't going to get anywhere close to the first down. Tried to chuck it downfield, and Smith came back, and honestly, in that position, you know, Trayvon was going for the football too. He thought about stripping that out of there, but Joyce did a nice job of covering up to make sure it's just a sack and lift upon the football away. 2:48 to go until halftime. Bulldogs burn a timeout, so they've got one left. Emmetsburg's got one left, and we'll see if they can get a decent return here on a punt and get things going here after they had a drive stalled a little bit by penalties and then the turnover ended the drive last time.
Yeah, and if you go forward here in the second half, I wonder if you're Emmetsburg, if you start to try to use Joyce's legs a little more as the quarterback. Obviously, you've tried the straight-ahead running game with mixed amounts of success. Joyce is a drop-back passer, really hasn't been getting it done here tonight, but we've seen a couple times in that drive. He does have the ability to move a little bit with his legs, make some defenders miss, so I wonder if that's something you turn towards a little more in the second half once Algona's defensive line has its fatigue start to set in a bit more.
Well, and when he's tried to throw, hasn't had a lot of time yet either. That's been a problem.
Correct.
So the Bulldogs have been doing a nice job getting pressure. As Joyce to kick it away, Tyler Mansky standing at his own 13. Bulldogs kind of come after Joyce there, but he booms this one down the field. Mansky's not even going to go after it. It's going to go into the end zone. He hammered that one. That was a great kick, but couldn't get it to stop in the field of play. Goes into the end zone out the back, and the Bulldogs will take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. 2:28 to go, so that's plenty of time with a timeout.
Exactly, and it'll be interesting to see how aggressively Emmetsburg wants to play this defensively. They've been giving Mansky a lot of the underneath throws so far, and he's been taking them. Algona does have one timeout left here, 2:28 on the clock, so they can take the underneath game for a little while, but at some point they may need a pretty big chunk play here on this drive.
Got Caden Weber split wide left. It's Tristan Larson split wide, or actually he's wide left. Caden Weber split wide right along with Trayvon Smith. Mansky takes the pistol snap, looking right. Steps up. Now he's under pressure. He's going to take off and run. He's got some room to run. Now fires down the middle of the field. He had Brandon Harris, but he threw it behind him. Brandon was going to his right, and the ball was to his left, and Brandon could not make the catch as Mansky's trying to make a play with his feet there. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, good job extending the play that time by Mansky, but that's one of those plays where the coverage was able to hold up for 5 or 6 seconds. You know, on the far side of the field, Trayvon Smith pretty well covered up. Algona pretty much had most people covered up that time. Like you mentioned, Harris kind of flashed there at the last moment, but even that would have been a tough throw for Mansky to make on the move.
You're listening to Bulldog Football here on KLGA 92.7 FM, KLGA Algona. Mansky takes a snap. Steps back to throw. Down the middle, he's got Trayvon Smith out across the 25, out towards the 30. Just shy of a 1st down here with 2:15 to go till halftime. So the Bulldogs can get a quick play here, get a 1st down, and keep this drive moving. 3rd down and less than a yard.
Yeah, tight window throw there. 3 defenders in the area, but Smith so calm with making that catch.
They split Caden Weber out wide left. And we got procedure here. Weber wasn't quite set, but he was looking at the official. And then a couple of guys in the backfield flinched as well. And that's one there. You got to take your time. You know what you got. Take your time, get set, get the 1st down. Now the Bulldogs have made it 3rd and 5 instead of 3rd and inches.
Yeah, and everyone obviously trying to go at least with a decent amount of tempo here running this 2-minute drill. But like you said, you still have to get set, still have to remember the fundamentals in this situation. And now you risk giving the ball back to Emmetsburg. 3rd and 5, you can get it obviously, but it's not necessarily a gimme like a 3rd and 1 would normally be.
Yeah, like a 3rd and inches like that was. Smith is split wide to the left. Caden Weber split wide right. Harris is wing to the right as well. Mansky takes that pistol snap, back to throw, looking to his left. Now steps up, going to try and take off and run. No, dumps it the last second to Caden Weber. Caden's got the 1st down, out across the 35 to the 39. Mansky keeping it alive with his feet. He was getting hit, kind of flipped it, almost like a pitch in baseball where he just kind of dumping it off to the second baseman, flipped it over to Caden Weber, who makes his 1st catch as a Bulldog and gets the 1st down out to the 39.
Yeah, and I was just about to lament the fact that Mansky had Tristan Larson on a little curl route to his left, but after that, Mansky was able to extend the play a little bit longer out to his right, get the 1st down anyways. Again, he is really flashing that athleticism today.
1st down and 10. Mansky looking left. He's got Tristan Larson out across midfield. 1st down for the Bulldogs as he made the catch and then got another 6-7 after that into Emmetsburg territory to the 47. Nice pickup there of about 15. And the clock stops momentarily on the timeout with 1:28 to go. Bulldogs don't need to rush just yet.
Yeah, and Larson just kind of slants towards the middle of the field that time. Emmetsburg just letting him sit down underneath. They know Algona's got to hurry here, but Algona will still have time to take those underneath ones.
Mansky back to throw. He's got time, steps up, fires deep down the middle of the field. He's got Caden Weber open behind the defense, and it was just a little overthrown off of Weber's hands. If he makes the catch, it's 6. But at the last second, he had to reach just a little bit too far, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, Weber knew he was going to beat the defensive back that time. Even before he passed him, flashed that right hand to get Mansky's attention, blew past the defender, had open turf in front of him to the end zone, and again did everything right except make that catch. Throw was a little off target that time, but that's still one you really want to see Weber haul in.
They still hit him in the hands of Caden. I think he knows it too. I was going to say, Caden was a cross-country runner last year. It was his first year out for football, and he was trying to make a huge play in this opener. 2nd down and 10. Mansky takes the snap, back to throw, pressure coming from the left side. Now he throws right at Harris, and Brandon Harris dropped that one, and he's slapping himself in the helmet. He knew he had, and if he catches it, it's a gain of about 7, but he was trying to turn upfield before he secured it. Incomplete, 3rd and 10.
Yeah, and again, it's this drive. I mean, Algona's exposed Emmetsburg's coverage to a certain extent. They're obviously giving you those underneath plays where you can sit down in the zone, but even with that being said, Algona's had the opportunity to take the top off a couple times.
Bulldogs going to burn their last time out here with 1:03 to go. I'm going to set up this 3rd down play. And like I said, it's 1 still. You got 1:03. If you can find a way to get a first down, A, the clock's going to stop. B, you can still kill the clock with a spike or something like that. You've got some time, but burning this last time out right now to find a way to keep this drive going because you're not quite in 4-down territory here.
Right, and again, 1 minute, 3 seconds on the clock here. I mean, if you're Algona too, it's nice. You know that Mansky has the ability to do it on one play, take a deep shot here, and even in this 2-minute drill, Algona's had the opportunity to do that. I wouldn't be surprised here. Algona can take, maybe not necessarily a shot on this play, but if you get near the sticks, either set up 4th and short, or even get that first down, if we could see a shot play coming up here very soon on this drive.
Well, if you could get something like you had there, a 7-yard route, make a catch, and if you get down, it's the 4th and 3 at your own 40, you're for the 40 of Emmetsburg, I should say, you're probably going to go for it right there, so we'll see what happens. But nonetheless, a good first half for the Bulldogs, 1:03 to go, and you'd love to cap this off with some points, but got to find a way to convert here on 3rd down and 10.
Yeah, and in spite of a couple drops in this drive, too, I've been impressed with how Algona's receivers have looked so far. A lot of them very patient, just finding that perfect spot in the zone coverage that they knew they'd be facing. Again, early in the game, we saw a couple huge plays to Trayvon Smith, but all the receivers seem to have their own distinct role, and they're really filling it well in this game.
3rd down and 10. Weber, the only wide out. Mansky takes a snap, fakes the handoff, rolling out to his left. He's got Harris on a wheel route, but can't find him. Now throws across the field to Caden Weber. Caden going to get close to a first down. Might be a bit short. If it is, it's 4th down and about a half yard. So the Bulldogs, like I said, went for, looked down the field, didn't have it. They come back short, clock running with 40 seconds. 4th down and about a yard here. So let's see if they can get the first down as they're trying to bring the play in from the side.
Yeah, and they had tight end Jackson Cecil running wide open across the middle of the field that time. He went across formation, but Mansky just didn't see him that time.
Mansky takes the snap, back to throw. Steps up, pressure coming down the middle of the field. He's got Lamorne Olfers. Makes the catch inside the 30, down to the 22. 1st down and 10 for Algona. Bulldogs got to get up and clock it. Clock stops with 21 seconds. They can clock it here, and you got 3 plays from the 20. And they're stopping the clock here real quick. Make sure everybody's set. So they start the clock. Mansky takes a snap and spikes it. So they got 18 seconds here. You can run a couple of plays on 18 seconds as long as you don't get, if you get tackled inbounds, you got to make sure you got the first down right here.
Yeah, and that was a nice play on that last one prior to the spike with Lamorne Olfers just coming from that slot position, heading down the middle of the field. Knew he was going to get popped, knew he would have to get up quickly and get everyone set, but again, Olfers held on to the ball that time, and Algona, like you said, will have a couple opportunities to aim for the end zone here.
Well, that was one there. I thought maybe they just run it, get the first down, but no, they took the shot downfield, had Olfers. He made the catch. Got some afterwards. We got Bulldogs have 10 seconds here on the play clock, and they haven't even got to the line of scrimmage. We're going to have to hustle. Down to 3, down to 2. Mansky takes a snap, looking left. Now looks down the middle of the field. He's got Trayvon Smith behind the defense. Oh, off his hands, incomplete. It was a little bit behind him that time, incomplete with 13 seconds.
And that ball came out just a little bit late that time from Mansky as Smith won his route off the line. He was heading pretty much towards the right part of that end zone. And again, that throw just a little late. Defender kind of caught up, got there in the airspace of Trayvon Smith. But again, throw a little bit off target too. Just that play was there. The timing was just slightly off on both ends.
Yeah, I think if he throws it to the inside a little bit, Trayvon makes the catch, but it was over the right shoulder instead of the left. And as it is, it's 3rd down and 10 for the Bulldogs. 13 seconds. Mansky sets Olfers in motion wide to the right. Mansky looks that way, now throws down the middle of the field. He's got Caden Weber wide open. He makes the catch for the touchdown. I don't know who was guarding number 2, but he forgot about him, and Caden Weber secures the football for the touchdown.
Absolutely, and the defender had his eyes in the backfield that time. Olfers, the running back, went out into the right flat. The defender, who was sitting in zone coverage, looked into the backfield, and that look into the backfield was just enough time for Weber to blow right by him. No safety was there to help. Easy touchdown throw for Mansky, his third of the game.
Yeah, because he looked at Olfers, kind of, drawing that defense that way, and then, Caden Weber, wow, it could have been wide open. That's one where you're all alone. You're like, okay, just let me catch this for the touchdown. Not trying to do anything fancy. The Bulldogs are going to go for 2. They've missed 2 PAT attempts so far, and they're going to go for 2 here from the left hash.
And how about Weber redeeming himself for that earlier drop on the drive?
Mansky takes the snap, looking to his right. Now under pressure, throws for the corner. He's got a man over there. It's knocked away at the last second. Oh, he had, couldn't see who that was. He got knocked down to the ground. Is that Steenhoek? I think that's Austin Steenhoek over there. Yeah, it was. And Austin had his hands on him and got hit, and it's knocked away incomplete. But the Bulldogs score with 8 seconds left to go up 18-0 right before halftime. That's huge right there, Tyler.
Absolutely huge there. That's exactly how you run a 2-minute drive. 11 plays, 80 yards, and again on a 2-point conversion. Great coverage by Ryan Brennan that time, just kind of using his fist to pound down on the ball after it went in Steenhoek's hands. But that doesn't take away from the way Mansky just absolutely dissected this Emmetsburg team. Again, in control, quickly getting his guys up to the line on plays that went inbounds. And I mean, really, this senior quarterback is just flashing all the potential that Algona thought he had here tonight, getting Algona out to this 18-point lead.
Yeah, and a nicely designed play there on 3rd down and 10, as you said. Had Olfers in motion, and someone was looking at the wrong guy because Caden Weber ran right past everybody, wide open in the end zone. He makes the catch. So the Bulldogs lead it 18-0. They'll kick it away here, and probably time for one play before halftime, as Emmetsburg will get the ball to start the second half. So Caleb Penner will kick the football away, and the Bulldogs will have to stop one and head on to the locker room. Good crowd on hand tonight. They have the Wall of Fame inductees going to be honored here at halftime as well, as Penner just pooches this one down the middle of the field. Auten picks it up on the run across the 30. Somebody's got to tackle him still. He gets out close to the 40 because they still got to make the tackle, even though there's only 4 seconds left in the half. Yeah, that'll be Emmetsburg will have a chance to run one play, and we'll be at the halftime mark.
Yeah, and that pooch kick, usually when you kick one like that, you want it to take a weird bounce and kind of not let a receiving player get a running start to go up the field, but that one bounced right to the hands of Auten at time. Dangerous as he tried to just take it right back up the seam, but fortunately Algona able to make the tackle there at the 39-yard line.
So fourth down, 4 seconds left in the half. Emmetsburg, Brennan at quarterback, gives off the right side to Freeman. He's going to get forward for about 10 yards here, but that's going to be the end of the half. Bulldogs gang tackle him there, and we have played 2 quarters of football here, 18-0 in favor of Algona. Quick 2-minute timeout, 2-minute break. We'll come back, and we've got Superintendent Joe Carter who's going to join us here at halftime. Back after this here on Hometown Radio, KLGA.
Ladies and gentlemen, We would like to welcome you to the performance of the Algona High School Scarlet Regiment's 2021 production, Live. The repertoire for tonight's show includes selections from Randall Stanbridge's Pandora Reopened. The Scarlet Regiment Marching Band is in its 44th year of competitive field marching. They've earned 34 consecutive Division I ratings and 41 overall Division I ratings at the State Marching Band Festival. Drum majors Ashlyn Waldura and Worldeye Brady. Is her band ready? Scarlet Regiment, you may take the field for performance. We would also like to thank the Algona Community Schools VIPs and everyone who supports our activities. The Scarlet Regiment Marching Band has received either the Excellence in Academics or Distinguished Academic Award, sponsored by the Iowa High School Musical Association every year since its inception in 1987. The 2021 Scarlet Regiment Marching Band is under the direction of Nicholas Legal, Kurt Kissinger, Mia Haggerty Roach, and Becca West, with assistance from Gordon Warfield. Let's give another round of applause for the 2021 Algona High School Scarlet Regiment Marching Band.
one. And I fully admit the new video board threw me off when I walked in. I was like, wow, it's 3-3? Really? We're kicking field goals in freshman games now? But I was looking at the timeouts left and didn't see where the score was on the new video board. But I saw the students enjoying the new video board there just a second ago. They were trying to get them on camera. And now they're going to have the Wall of Fame inductees. They're going to bring them out. And that was a nice ceremony earlier today. Always a nice thing to have the Wall of Fame inductees come back.
Yeah, tremendous job. Brian Connick does an awesome job at organizing the Wall of Fame ceremony every year. We got a volleyball team from 2005, which is being
so you can be properly recognized. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Tom Claude. He's going in as an athlete and a community member from the class of 1967. Tom Claude was a four-sport athlete at AHS where he excelled in baseball and basketball. Following graduation, Tom went on to play both baseball and basketball for Luther College. Over the past 50 years, yes, I said 50 years, Tom has immersed himself in high school officiating, where he has officiated state championship games in football, boys basketball, and girls basketball. That in and of itself is worth a round of applause. In 2003, Tom was inducted into the Iowa High School Athletic Association Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the 2021 class of the Algona Hall of Fame, Algona graduate Tom Claude. Next, I'd like to introduce Dave Rizanke, boys basketball coach. Hailing from New Hampton, Iowa, Dave Rizanke joined the staff of the Algona Community Schools in 1968. In 1970, Dave answered the call to duty and joined the Army Rangers, where he served in Vietnam through 1971. As the head boys basketball coach for AHS, I am sorry, absolutely. Let's applaud that. Army Ranger. When Dave was the AHS boys basketball coach, he compiled a record of 81-28, including a North Central Conference championship in 1996, a pair of district titles in 96 and 99, a fourth place finish in the state tournament in 99, and a state runner-up finish in 1996. Please welcome to the 2021 class of the Wall of Fame, Dave Rizanke. Next, we'd like to talk about Howie Stevenson, boys basketball coach. Most of you don't know about Howie. He was the boys basketball coach from 1960 to 1977. He built the Algona Bulldogs into a perennial power, not only in the North Central, where AHS won 6 titles, but also in the whole state. Stevenson's teams qualified for 4 state basketball tournaments, 1964, 66, 71, and 73. Finishing 3rd in 1964, 4th in 71. It should be noted that in 64 and 66, the state held a single-class tournament and in 71, a two-class tournament. Much more difficult to get there. During his outstanding career, Coach Stevenson led AHS to an overall record of 282 and 159. In 1988, Coach Stevenson was inducted into the Iowa High School Coaches Hall of Fame. And tonight, please join me in honoring Coach Howie Stevenson, represented by Sharon Meyer, as a member of the 2021 Algona High School Hall of Fame. Next, we will recognize the 1996 boys basketball team. That team finished their season with a North Central Conference title, a district title, and an overall record of 22-2, en route to a state runner-up finish in Class 3A. Team members include head coach Dave Rozanki, assistant coach Bob Hansen, manager Jim Madsen, trainer Charlie Rower, Scott Marine, Nick Madsen, George Cunningham, Nate Gage, Jason Teeter, Josh Black, Matt Scuffham, McCain Rozanki, Ben Renshaw, Brent Heitland, Pat Williams, and Jeremy Harris. Ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome to the 2021 Hall of Fame, the 1996 boys basketball team. Hang on. Looking for my stuff on the computer. I'm sorry, it's not showing up on my computer. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to recognize the 2005 Hall of Fame inductees, the 2005 volleyball team that were state runner-up. Head coach Shelley Tierhart, assistant coaches Amber Limbaugh, Christy Roberts, and Julie Collison. Team members Ashley Kayetsky, Chelsea Rasmussen, Shelby Lundstedt, Wendy Bitsum, Brittany Tilges, Emily Reimer, Stephanie Bustrom, manager Emily Elbert, Darcy Walker, Whitney Mills, Amy Gale, manager Jamie Weeman, Stacey Benning, Maggie Shuttler, Ashley Sweetful, Betsy Knudsen, Melanie Hackbarth, Tiffany Smith, and Hannah Simonson. Now, this team, 5 tournament championships, undefeated North Central Conference championship, 3A regional champions, Class 3A state runner-up, final record 41-1. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2005 Algona team. gentlemen, another wonderful class of the Hall of Fame at Algona High School.
Showing up here tonight, good, well-rounded performance so far on both sides.
And hopefully everybody rested up. You could kind of see a little bit there towards the halftime break. Guys cramping up a little bit, getting a little fatigued. It is a hot, humid night. Talking to Joe Carter here, he said it probably is warmer outside than it is in the press box. Press box is usually pretty hot, but there's some air flowing through here, and not much breeze down there right now. So definitely hot for the players. They're sweating a lot. They're losing a lot of fluids. Hopefully we can get through the second half without any cramping incidents or anything like that. Right now, we're going to send it back to the studio. We've got our You Make the Call segment, and actually mentioned Tom Claude is our new You Make the Call referee, just inducted into the Bulldog Wall of Fame. So congrats to Tom, as he is now a member of the Bulldog Wall of Fame, and he's our new referee this year. There's our You Make the Call segment coming up next. It's brought to you each and every week by Algona Municipal Utilities.
Mansky wanted to hang on to that one a little bit longer than he should have, maybe trying to take a shot there on third down, and that just ends up resulting in a sack.
So Caleb Umdahl on to punt for the first time tonight. The Bulldogs. Looks like Jackson Cecil's a long snapper when he was counting. You got to make sure you got 11 guys out there. So Emmetsburg, see if they come with a rush here. Umdahl gets the punt away. There's a flag on the play. Low line drive kick fielded by Brennan. Makes the first man miss. Now trying to get to the outside. And we got about 5 flags now. Brennan's going to take this one back. May go all the way. He's going to take it back here. There's a flag on Algona. There's a flag on. There's 2 flags at least on Emmetsburg. And So there's, as I say, a lot of holding. And Brennan started celebrating at the 5-yard line that time. Might have drawn a flag at the end itself. But like I said, it's not going to count for anything. We're going to do it all over again. It was just practice for the punt coverage. And it was a little suspect there, so the Bulldogs have to clean that up.
Yeah, shame for Brennan that time because he did make the first man miss, and that's really the key on a punt return. But yeah, there's going to be a block in the back against Emmetsburg. Algona's going to have a penalty as well, and we're just going to have to do it all again here. And you obviously had the coverage unit run all the way down, which maybe you like for Brennan to try to do that again and see if you can repeat that. But it's hard for me to believe that Algona will let him run a second one back here in a row after seeing that one.
Yeah. If you're Caleb Umdahl, you probably kick it away a little bit. But that one was a good kick, but it was a low-line drive, so it gave Brennan a chance to make that first guy miss. And now everybody's sucking a little wind. Everybody ran a long way for a whole lot of nothing, and they'll do it all over again.
Fortunately, they only have 24 seconds left here in the third quarter before they can get a breather. But yeah, you're running essentially a 30 or 40-yard wind sprint there on coverage, and Brennan probably ran a good 70, maybe even 80 yards if you think about all the zigzagging he did down the field.
It was a good snap from Jackson. He'll have to do it again here. Bulldogs got to get somebody out there. They were short, man. Here we go. Let's try this again. Brennan sitting back at his own 30-yard line. Good snap to Umdahl. They come after him. Caleb gets this one away. It's a high hanging kick, and Brennan calls for a fair catch at the 25. That was a great punt there by Caleb Umdahl. High spiral, and Brennan had to make the fair catch.
Yeah, that was a fantastic punt, and again, like you said, number 26 came in off the edge. Again, Umdahl was able to stay calm, just get the ball away, not hesitate at all, and again, field position battle at this point in the game. You have the 3 possession lead if you're Algona. Longer Emmetsburg has to go. Again, really their only weapon is the running game. That's going to burn a lot of time if you're trying to go this whole field all the way from the 22-yard line. So, punting, great field position turn there for Algona.
Yeah, as I say, Kirk Ferentz would be loving this second half of the Bulldogs this far. Field position and punts, when you're up 3 scores, they win games. There's a reason he's been employed so long. First down and 10 for Emmetsburg, 17 seconds to go here, third quarter. Still 18-0. As Joyce takes a shotgun snap, he's going to keep it himself, and he's going to run into a host of Bulldogs, and he's going to lose a half yard. Brandon Harris made him cut up field. Who else was in there? Wyatt Garman, Jack Limbaugh, Jackson Woodyard, and that's it for the third quarter. We were at 18-0 at the half. We're still at 18-0. Bulldogs in front. We're back in a minute here on Hometown Radio, KLGA. We head to the fourth quarter. Algona leading 18-0. It's been a defensive draw here in the second half. Bulldogs had a chance. They got down inside the 5, got turned away, but the defense has risen to the occasion as well. And right now, the Bulldogs, you're about a stop away here, really. Emmetsburg, they haven't shown that they have that big play capability so far through the game. They're down 3 scores. If you take some time off the clock and don't get a score here, that's going to be awful. It's going to really make it tough on Emmetsburg to come back. So really focus on this stop. If you can get a score, maybe put this ball game out of reach.
Yeah, that's exactly right, Brian. And really here in the second half, kind of the question has been, has Algona really slowed down Emmetsburg's running backs that much, or have they really just been able to take advantage of the offensive line? And I think it's number 2 there. Running backs for Emmetsburg, they're still running hard, breaking tackles, but they're taking that contact a lot earlier, especially in the backfield from Algona. And Just again, Emmetsburg, like we mentioned a lot of times, they just haven't shown any passing offense. Algona's been able to crowd up there at the line of scrimmage, and the offensive line for Emmetsburg has shown some fatigue here. Algona's defense has been living in the backfield here in the second half.
So second down and 11 for Emmetsburg as we start this fourth quarter. They've got the ball at their own 22-yard line. Joyce rolling out to his left under pressure, steps away from it, now runs up the field, and he gets taken down as he crosses the 23. Brandon Harris able to get him down to the turf, and it's a gain of about 3, but it's third down and 8.
Yeah, and it was a good thing Harris was there because he was pretty much the only guy at that time between Joyce and the first down marker. That was a case of Algona's defensive linemen getting a little bit too far up the field because Joyce was able to step beyond them. And again, if he had broken their Harris tackle, that could have gone for 10 or 15 yards.
So third down and 8 here for the Seahawks. Clock running 11:25 to go in the ball game. A reminder, stay tuned. 10 o'clock tonight, the Iowa High School scoreboard show, 10 to 11:30. We'll have that on the air here on Hometown Radio. Joyce a shotgun, looking to his right, throws a kick hitter over the middle. He's got words, makes a catch, and then got stripped. And that looks like it's Algona football. It's either an incomplete pass or it's a catch and a fumble. The Bulldogs have it. So it's one or the other here. It can't be. He was not down by contact. There's no way. As Wirtz is 6'4", he wasn't even close to being down. So it's either a catch and a fumble or it's incomplete. They say catch and fumble recovered by the Bulldogs.
Wow, and when you finally get that first completion of the night, getting ready to move the sticks through Emmetsburg, kind of that last gasp drive, you fumble it away, give Algona the ball on the plus side of the field here with 11:08 left. Just a back-breaking play. And again, heads up play on defense by Algona. You try to punch that ball away while the guy's still up, and they were able to do that, knock it out, and everything bouncing the Bulldogs' way here tonight.
It's a good pitch and catch between Joyce and Wirtz, but then he got stripped as he was going down, and the Bulldogs able to recover. Mansky in the pistol takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Olfers, runs straight up the middle. He's going to get forward for about 6 yards here on first down.
Yeah, and that certainly has been an underrated part of Mansky's game. We've obviously seen him take it to the outside so far tonight, but he's pretty good at finding that crease on the quarterback draw up the middle, getting those maybe not huge explosive gains, but those plus gains that you need on the first down, kind of set up those short sticks as you go into the second and third down marks. Quarterback draw play going to be a big part of Algona's arsenal going forward.
Second down, actually called a gain of 5. Second and 5 for the Bulldogs. Olfers to the left of Mansky. Smith and Steenholm wide left. Mansky fakes the handoff, quick hitter over the middle. He's got Trayvon, spins out of a tackle inside the 30 down to the 25-yard line. First and 10 for the Bulldogs.
And there's another sidearm quick hitter from Mansky. We saw that on his very first pass of the game. Again, showing he's comfortable making throws from multiple arm angles, especially Smith just working in that middle of the field. And that time, not a whole lot of opportunity for a run after the catch, but still almost spun away from that last tackle and would have broken it if he had. Smith is just really aggressive score any time he touches the ball.
First down and 10 at the 25. Two receivers left, one wide right. Harris wing to the left. The fake is to Olfers. He throws it out in the flat to Smith. And that one there, the throw was a little bit low. Trayvon made the catch, but he couldn't really get any steam going forward. Gets forward for about 2, maybe 3 yards. But if the pass is on the money there, he's got a full head of steam running downfield.
Absolutely, and that one was a little bit bothered by Bovers coming in off the edge. Ryerson Bovers, the senior, came off from Mansky's right side. Mansky kind of had his back turned as he was looking back to his left towards Smith. Rowe ended up fluttering a little off target, like you mentioned, and didn't get as much as they could have out of that play.
Second down and 8. More importantly for the Bulldogs, clock running 9:25 to go to the ball game, leading 18-0. Mansky takes a snap, fakes the handoff to Olfers, goes up the middle. Tyler Mansky's going to have the first down. Still on his feet inside the 10. Hold on to the football, young man. First and goal coming at the 7 for the Bulldogs. Nice pickup there of almost 15 yards. And Mansky doing a little dance. He's practicing for the homecoming dance here in a few weeks. Cut the rug out there.
That's right, and he did show some good dance moves. First breaking a tackle in the backfield initially, and then spun out of another one around the 12-yard line. Again, that's just demoralizing for a defense when your quarterback is a multi-talented vet who can make plays on the ground like Mansky has here tonight. Just really deflating for Emmetsburg. And Mansky, I mean, he's going to be Algona's leading rusher here tonight, barring a huge performance from one of the backs.
He takes the snap, looking to throw, looking to his left, fires out the flight. He's got a man out there. It's caught. It's Trayvon Smith. He makes the catch. He's in for the touchdown. And the Bulldogs lead us 24-0.
Fourth touchdown pass for Mansky. They just kind of sent Trayvon Smith crossing over the middle of the field that time. Mansky hit him in rhythm, in stride, not a step too early or too late. And that'll be their third touchdown reception for Smith as well. Boy, he and Mansky really have a special connection here this season. This game is any indication. This is something special we're watching here tonight.
Seniors to seniors, Caleb Penner on for the PAT try. That's been the only shortcoming of the Bulldogs game tonight. Haven't been able to get a good snap or a good kick. See if we can put this one right down Broadway. There's a decent snap, and then that one's blitzed down the middle right there. Caleb Penner able to put that one through. 25-0 Algona. 8:49 to go in the ball game. We're back in a minute here on Hometown Radio. Caleb Penner to kick the football away, 25-0. The Bulldogs in front. They got it in Emmetsburg territory, take it down to get another score. Third time tonight, Mansky to Smith, and the Bulldogs now up 25. Penner pushes this one down the middle of the field, followed by Brennan about his own 15, up the middle of the field to the 30-35, bounces to the outside now, across the 35 to about the 38-yard line. And that's been about the average field position for Emmetsburg most of the night off the kickoffs. The Bulldogs are content to kick it down there and try and make a tackle somewhere shy of the 40.
Yeah, that might be one area for Algona to work on. If you do have a complaint about tonight's game, is that they've really allowed a lot of those second bursts on the kickoff punt returns here tonight. When the players have broken the initial tackle or they found a way to hit that crease and bring it to the outside. I think the special teams coverage here tonight will leave a little bit to be desired. Even they had that touchdown return that was called back by a penalty for Emmetsburg. So, again, a few areas to work on here tonight, but you can't complain about too much when you're up 25-0 in the fourth quarter.
No, I think coaches take that. Anytime you don't play perfect, you still win. They take that any time of the week. 8:41 to go until this one's official. As Brennan back in at the quarterback spot, he's rolling out to his right, got a little run pass option here. Pitches late. Oh, dangerous play, but he gets it off to Ott, and he gets hit. We got a flag late on that one. Flag's at the 40. The hit came at the 48. Don't tell me they're going to call late out of bounds. He wasn't even close to out of bounds when he got hit.
They might call late hit on the quarterback pitching the ball, but
yeah, that one, he's a runner. That's not. What do we got here? False start. They call a false start on Emmetsburg.
They let that play run. They might have called a false start, which resulted in a couple of players taking a big hit that time.
Yeah.
You really would want to blow that play dead a lot earlier.
Yeah, that was. And that might have been. I don't know if they usually they call it like illegal formation or something, but yeah, false start usually they stop it before everybody gets hit, but they walk it back 5 yards. 8:34 to go in the ball game. Said after the game tonight, tune in Iowa High School Scoreboard Show. All the scores from around the state for the games that happened anyway. Brennan back to throw, odds down the middle of the field, got a man behind the defense, and it's going to be caught for a gain of about 17, 18 yards here, a first down. That's Sandbolt to the receiver. That time the Bulldogs bit on the play fake, and he was wide open down the middle of the field.
Yep, that's your classic roll to the right, turn and throw back to the left in Algona. Not really necessarily respecting Emmetsburg's ability to throw deep here tonight, and like you said, they bit up on that one, and and that left player wide open in Algona territory.
Just across midfield of the 48 of Algona, 8:10 to go. 25-0 in favor of the Bulldogs. You know the defense would love to pitch a shutout here. Brennan takes the handoff, rolls out to his left. Now he's going to take off and run, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds. Over on the far side there after a gain of a couple. And that's one there. That one might have been a little close to a late hit, but no flags. Emmetsburg players were maybe asking for one, but I don't see a hanky. It's a gain of about 3.
Yeah, a few fans on the Emmetsburg side waving their hands in frustration. They were not starting the wave. They were making some gestures there at the referee at that time, looking for the flag, but none given. And I mean, anytime you get the borderline play over there on the sideline, usually you err on the side of letting them play. Kind of harder to see on that far side of the field with all those bodies and players on the sideline as well.
High snap. Brennan able to get to it. He's under pressure, throws it out, and he's trying to find Matt Words, but he had to get it out of there as he had pressure coming. Caleb All Jackson, Woodyard, Jackson, these were all bearing down on him. And he threw it over the head of Words incomplete. It's going to be third down at about 8.
Yeah, and sometimes the best play if you're a quarterback is an incomplete pass. 3 guys bearing down on you in the backfield. The only thing that can happen if you force that into coverage is an interception, so you just have to find a way to get rid of it, as you did right there.
So third down and 8, the ball at the 47-yard line of Algona. 46-yard line, excuse me. 7:53 to go. Brennan under center. Straight back to pass pressure. Coming in, he goes down. He goes down in the hands of the freshman, Jack Limbaugh. That's going to be a special moment for that young man. It's some playing time. First game as a freshman. It gets the sack. That's a loss on the play of almost 10. And bring up fourth down for the Seahawks.
Yeah, just no blindside awareness that time for Brennan. Did not check his rear view mirror. And great moment there for Limbaugh. Stopping the drive for Emmetsburg. And again, you're getting Algona closer and closer here to the finish line. Just about 7:20 here to go in this one. And this defense, like you said, hungry to pitch the shutout, get the revenge game on Emmetsburg after losing last year in this matchup.
At that time, the Bulldogs partially blocked it. That time, Alex Mancy partially blocked it. And the Bulldogs hit a Bulldog down the field, so Austin Steno able to get on it. But that time, Alex Mancy did get his hands on it, partially blocked it. The Bulldogs will have it at their own 37-yard line here. But heads up play there by Steno hit him, so he just fell on it.
Yeah, and I think Matt Cooper down there got a little bit excited, took his hands out of that, trying to return it. And like I said, Steve Hope was in the area, able to cover that one up. That would have been, again, certainly not a backbreaker when you're up by 25, but would have been an annoyance for your defense to have to go back onto the field if Algona had turned it over on that punt.
So first down and 10 for the Bulldogs, 7:05 to go in the ballgame. Trying to get everybody where they need to be. Tristan Larson split wide left, wide right, Steno wide left. Smith and Harris out there as well. Mancy gives up the middle to one more Olfers. He's going to get forward for a couple, but not much more than that. Called second, even a gain of 1, second down and 9.
Yeah, at this point, if I'm Algona, I'm leaning on Olfers as well as Garmin. I don't really want Mansky having any more carries here. At this point, you really just want to rely on your running backs to move the chains themselves, have them take the hits, and continue to run this clock down over the final 6+ minutes of this game to keep your quarterback out of harm's way with this game very well in hand at the moment.
That's right, second down and 9, Mansky. Takes the snap, fakes the handoff to Wolfers, gets to Trayvon Smith over the left side. Trayvon hurdles a tackler at the line of scrimmage, gets forward for 3. Going to bring up third down and about 6 here for Algona.
Yeah, and I really like what Algona's done here tonight. A lot of times they've brought either Brandon Harris or Trayvon Smith across formation here at the time of the snap and really made Emmetsburg respect possibility, either a sweep or kind of a reverse type of play. And again, you don't always have to get it off on that play. Just put it in the opposing team's mind that you might do it or you might run that play, and that's something that they have to respect every time you show that type of motion.
Bulldogs taking their time here, down to 10 on the play clock before they approach the line, and no reason to hurry at this point. Up 25, 5:45 to go. Mansky sends Olfers to his left, down to 2 on the play clock. Takes the snap as the play clock. It didn't get it off. He was very close, but the Bulldogs get the procedure penalty, so they'll walk it back 5 yards.
Yeah, you can't really blame too much there. You try to ride the line and run every second possible off the clock, but yeah, just a little bit too long that time. Referees were on top of it.
So third down and 11 now, and we got 5:40 to go to figure out our Erpling Voight Company player of the game. A lot of guys making a claim here tonight. Both the offense and defense. Defense pitched a shutout right now.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, it's easy for one side to overshadow the other here tonight, but there's really probably 6 or 7 players you can make a case for. We'll have to just choose one, though.
Makes the handoff, now rolling to his left, steps up, and is under pressure, fires deep down the field. He's got Kate Weber behind the defense, but the ball was undershot as Tyler took a shot late and hit one of the defenders incompletely. We got a flag down in the backfield. So we got a big, that's going to be ways back there. As Tyler was running for his life, that might be a block in the back or a hold or something.
Yeah, he had Mansky that time rolling towards his non-dominant side. Couldn't quite get enough on it to get it to Weber, but likely would have been a moot point anyways. Here's the early indication is that this penalty will be against Algona. Did appear to be blocked back that time as Mansky extended the play.
Yeah. And that's tough. I mean, all you're trying to do is keep your quarterback from getting hit. The block in the back is declined by Emmetsburg. The Bulldogs will punt the football away here with 5:16 left. Caleb Umdahl is, like I said, the first time we punted, line drive punt, got ran back for a touchdown, but the Bulldogs had a procedural penalty, and Emmetsburg had 3 blocks in the back. So then on the second try, boomed it down the field and got a fair catch out of it. So we'll see if Caleb can kind of repeat that last one here. He had a nice high spiral as Brennan stands back at his own 28-yard line. Good snap. Umdahl juggles it. Now he's going to have to roll out and kick it. Nice job, Caleb Umdahl. It gets a good kick away. Brennan, though, fields it on the run. He's going to get it back out to the 40. But heck of a play there by Caleb Umdahl. He mishandled it. The pressure was coming. He sidestepped it, got the kick away, and move on to find another day. The Emmetsburg takes over at their own 41-yard line.
Yeah, look at that bobble. Umdahl actually ended up squeezing the ball between his legs to prevent it from going behind him. Had to pull it out from there, roll to his right as the punter somehow kind of just drop kick an Australian-style kick away and avoid the block punt again. Wouldn't have been too devastating up by 25, but again, you like to see your punter avoiding just that huge turn of the field, and that's what Umdahl was able to do.
Joyce back in at quarterback, and we got flag on the play. Got some new Bulldogs into the game right now. Let's see, we got Colby Jennings at looks like a corner spot. The flag is offsides on Algona. Not a lot of starters out, but right now Colby Jennings actually is in a linebacker spot, looks like. Get some of those guys that have been on the field quite a bit, some breather here.
Chase Roos, a sophomore, he's another name we haven't called here tonight, but he'll be on the line. It appears for this drive.
Yep. Reed Waji coming in at linebacker, getting Harris out of there. Getting some of those guys, like I said. It's a warm, it's a hot night. This game's well decided. We got a flag again. We're either offsides or well, now it's a false start, so we're moving back 5 yards. Daniel Davila coming in. He's getting Wyatt Garman out of there. So Bulldogs starting to pull starters now on the defensive side of the ball. With 5 minutes left. Got a couple of sophomores, a couple of freshmen out there right now, but those freshmen have been playing a lot. Jack Lembaugh and Alex Mansky have been playing quite a bit already. First down and 10 now for Emmetsburg after a 5-yard walk-off either way. And off goes up the middle. Take it out there for a gain of about 9 yards at that time. That was, oh yeah, it's 36. It's not listed on the roster. So second down and 1, ball right at midfield. Clock running, 4:40 to go in the ball game. We'll select our Erpling Voight Company player of the game after this one and to the Iowa High School scoreboard show. 26 gets the carry this time. He's going to have the first down, but not much more than that. Says Jason Nelson Brown. They had him listed at 25, and now he's 26. So first down for Emmetsburg, and now go to territory at the 47. Clock running with 4:20 left. So the Bulldog second team now can keep the shutout intact.
Yeah, and one point for Algona tonight. Even though they've had a few procedure penalties offensively, defensively they've only had the
we were
offsides.
We were offsides on that one. I think Chase Roof had his